Yo, what's up, viewers? It's your boy Clean Car Chris. Welcome back to the channel. You already know it's all about car detail with nothing but good vibes. Yeah, man, follow along. Today we're rolling out to Homestead, Florida. Because you don't know, so we're on tour. Meet the detailers, meeting up with Noah from VS Details. It's an hour south, man, so jump in the truck. Yeah, man, so for you detailers out there, especially if you're in the South Florida area, link me, man. You know, want to come through, do a interview, highlight your business, take some shots of you working, ask a couple questions. You already know the vibe, man. It's all about building that good vibration with detailers out there. So yeah, man, link me up, hit me up on the DMs at Clean Car Chris. Mad. Yeah, man, we roll out. Like I said, it's like an hour south. I'm supposed to meet up with Noah at around 10. It's 9 o'clock now, so we should be on time. We should get some coffee, right? Maybe, need some caffeine a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's the vibe, man. I'm so happy of the reception of this series for the channel. I'm happy that we made the move to actually do this finally. We filmed 3 episodes so far. This will be the 4th episode. I'm gonna keep it rolling throughout the year. We plan to drop an episode every other Wednesday, just to get the rollout going consistently for the rest of the year at least. And yeah, man, detailers out there, like I said, holla at me, man. It's a win-win situation for everybody. I get some content, you guys get to promote your business and just connect. Connection is the real thing, right? Connecting with detailers and holding a good vibration. You always hear me say that because I don't want detailers to be looking at each other as competition. When that starts, there's no good vibes involved. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to explain it. It's just there's so many cars on the street. You might hear me all the time. There's lots of business out there. So many cars on the street. You can definitely carve out your niche for your business. And if you're not doing that, that's kind of on you. You know what I mean? There's no reason to hate against another detailer for doing well. No reason at all. So yeah, man, you're really in the dirty south, like real deep, getting deep to the south area when you see the 200 streets. US 1 Southwest 224. That's how you know you're really headed way south. So with that said, you already know, so we're up on touring all of South Florida to connect with detailers, seeing what their business is like, checking out their detail process. Just to connect, man. And just to give you guys how far south we are, we're not too far from like Florida City, which is pretty much the last town headed south before you start entering the Florida Keys. So yeah, man, we're way down south in Dade County. 305, baby. What's up, Noah?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man.
You just missed me spraying water all over myself.
I know how it is, trust me. We can just pull up on the side over here, it's cool. Yeah, man, we just made contact with Noah. It's my first time actually seeing him. The only reason I recognize him is because he had a hose in his hand at the address. Like I said, first time meeting him in person. And on his Instagram profile, I didn't see much shots of actually how he looked in person. There's just a bunch of content and stuff of the actual cars he works on. And he does work on some really nice rides too, so make sure you check out his IG. VS Details. What's up, Noah?
How's it going?
Pretty good. Nice to meet you, man.
How was the ride over here? Nice to meet you.
Yo, it was smooth sailing all the way down.
That's surprising. That's good, though.
Took us 45 minutes. You got a pickup setup like me.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, vans are cool, and, they might be a little bit more convenient sometimes keeping everything safe in there, but I don't want to be driving a van around. This is my only vehicle, so I like having a truck.
Me too. I had my pickup from before I started detailing, and I was just like, you know what? I can't afford a van straight up, and nor do I even want to get hold with another payment and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me get some stuff and set up the truck.
Yeah, no, I love it. And this, honestly, this is like a little too much space. I've been considering getting down like an F-150 or something a little bit smaller, but I can fit anything in here. When I first started a long time ago, I had one of those huge 275-gallon tanks. I was just like, I needed any water tank, and I found it on Facebook for $50.
You could do like every car in this whole complex is 275.
Yeah, straight up. This one is like 50 gallons.
50 gallons.
Yeah, so it usually gets me through a few cars.
Yeah, man, we're out here down in South Florida, way south, Homestead, right? You guys hear me talking about that, but check out Noah's setup, man. This is all you really need, man. You know, you got your power, got your water source.
Turn my truck.
And then, you know, as long as you can do good work, this is all you need to make it happen, baby.
Oh,
So yeah, man, I think it's so cool that I just basically been talking to you just through Instagram.
Yeah, I know we've been trying to schedule it out. It's been a little rough because, I mean, you're a little bit further. If I was up there, then I could say, hey, you know, it'll be quick for you to just stop by somewhere.
Yeah, but thanks for going back and forth with me, and we made it happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's the whole vibe. That's what I'm trying to do with this type of content, you know?
No, I like it too because it gives you a chance to not only get more content for yourself, but I like meeting everyone. Every time I go to the local shop here, you know, I try to meet everyone. Yeah. I don't think of it as like competition or anything. I feel like we're all colleagues with the same, you know, passion for detailing. You know what I mean?
To preach too, man. It's like try and connect with as much people in the industry. Yeah. And I mean, why should it be competition, right?
Right. There's an unlimited supply of cars, especially here in South Florida. Oh, like there's so many cars to be cleaned. It's not like.
Let's do some rough mathematics. In Dade County alone, I'm sure there's a couple million people.
Oh yeah.
At least 3 million maybe.
And
I don't know.
everyone.
I could Google it now, but whatever. Just saying, just for kicks, right? And then everybody has at least 2 cars.
Right. Probably. Most people have at least 2 cars.
So multiply that by 2.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's millions of cars. I don't care how many detailers there are. There's enough cars for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you got going on today?
This one I've done the inside recently, but they got into a little accident and the weather's been pretty bad lately, so they haven't done the outside in a long time. You can see, like, I know these might need a little acid. Those are super dirty. The inside's not as bad. It's a little bit. There's some garbage and stuff in here, but
yeah, it looks like
it's really not too bad. It'll be some vacuuming and wiping everything down.
So pretty much just you're gonna focus more on the outside.
Yeah, because I see like the water spots aren't really that bad. This one I'm sure might be a little worse on the outside because this one, it doesn't get driven super often, but it's always just sitting out here.
I heard you mention something about paint correction and stuff. You offer that in your business?
Yeah, I do. It's something I'm trying to offer more because I enjoy doing it. And then it's obviously, you know, I can make a little bit more money just off of one vehicle and not having to travel around so much.
Absolutely.
I've done a few ceramic coatings as well, but it's just not something like, most of my clients, they end up being like maintenance clients. So I'll do a full detail once and then they'll get on my maintenance plan. So I'll be at their house every month.
That's kind of like my business model too in a way,
Yeah, because you know, it makes it easier for me every time I clean the car. It's not quite as dirty and it makes it better for them because even if they're spending about the same per month to get the car cleaned, it's being cleaned more frequently. So, you know, especially if you have kids and stuff, it makes it a little bit better so the car isn't like getting as dirty all the time.
Yeah, maintenance is key, people, right?
Yeah.
Trust me. And back to the paint correction. That's something I'm not fully experienced in. So I've been trying to get into that more and more too.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's always that debate. Rotary or DA?
I think, honestly, you can get away with using a DA for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
If you're working on, say, like maybe a newer German car where the clear coat is still very hard and almost brand new, a DA might help to get some of the worst defects and like swirls and stuff out of the paint. But, I mean, a rotary, sorry. Most of the time, I feel like you can get away with a DA, especially on cars like this where the clear coat isn't as hard. They're a few years old, so they're not brand new. You know, it's already getting a little bit faded from the sun and stuff. If you do a heavy cut with a DA and just finish it with the polish, I think that will be sufficient, right? for most everything.
All right, well, we don't want to hold you up too much. I know you got to get busy, right?
Yeah, we're going to get busy here. I'm going to start on the inside. I don't know about you. Do you start on the insides or outsides first?
You know, typically I find myself starting on the outside more.
Okay.
I think that's just personal preference, really.
Yeah. I
just found that whenever I usually go do cars, it gets hot. We're in the sun kind of like now.
Yeah.
So I just found myself doing the outside first. I don't know, for, like I said, no real particular reason. I just found myself doing that and just became habit, I guess. Shout out your IG. Tell everybody your IG because I did see on your IG you do a lot of nice cars too, man.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's VS Details Miami on Instagram, VS Details on TikTok. And yeah, I've been blessed to be able to get, you know, a couple high-end cars and then people see that, you know, and advertising in the same neighborhoods and kind of just snowball to the point where like now most of the cars I do are higher end cars.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's dope, man. Hear that, people? Make sure you give Noah a follow. Yo, detailers, let me hit you up. No matter what the situation, you don't have to have a fancy car. You don't have to have the best setup, anything like that. You know, we're just highlighting detailers in general, as long as you're doing good work, right? I mean, for example, Noah, he does a lot of really good, nicer cars, very luxurious cars. He does. Just check out his Instagram page, right? But today he hit me up. We connected today. I know he's just doing a nice car, but it's just a Kia. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter what type of vehicle. Just hit me up, man. Let's make it happen. So I want to know, I'm sure a lot of the viewers want to know, could you give us a little backstory of how you actually got into detailing?
Yeah, for sure. So when I first moved here from California, I was like 16, 17 at the time, and I needed a job.
Yeah.
I didn't have, when I lived in California, I would like resell sneakers and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I moved out here and I needed a job, something to keep me a little busy outside of school and to make a little money. Now, because I was underage and I still didn't have like a car or a driver's license or anything like that, I found a car wash near me. It was like a hand wash, but I worked there for a long time. I worked there for like a year and a half, something like that, on and off between school, and it was honestly really rough. Like Saturdays and Sundays, we would work from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
What?
So I'd be there all day, washing a ton of cars, and like the pay was really bad. But that was where I was able to learn, you know, like how to safely wash a car and stuff like that. That's where I learned to, you know, how to wax a car and do headlights and different things like that.
Right.
And then after that, it was always something that I did like for my own vehicles. You know, I always knew that if I was going to clean it a certain way and I'm, you know, particular about the wheels or whatever, if I take it somewhere else, it's either going to, one, be really expensive, or two, they're not going to have the same level of care as I would for it. Sure. And then it just spiraled into like doing friends' vehicles, doing family vehicles, my uncle, whoever, my mom, you know, when they need a car wash.
I mean, like I could start a business out of this.
And then I want to say it's been now almost 2 years that I've been doing it full time. Like this is my only job now.
Right. For us, word of mouth.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I would say between referrals, like word of mouth, people that pass by that like just see me while I'm detailing. But honestly, the biggest one for me is Facebook Marketplace.
Okay. Wow.
So like I'll run multiple different Facebook Marketplace listings. Now, technically you're not supposed to list services on Marketplace. So sometimes the listings will get removed. And I'll just throw them back up and change the wording a little bit or slightly change the pictures that I use.
Okay.
But I get a lot of clients from there. So like I have one post that's just overall mobile detailing with some general pictures of some work I've done and like a basic description. And then I have another post that's specifically for headlight restoration. I have another post that's specifically for paint correction. And I get a lot of inquiries. Like that's probably where the majority of my new clientele comes from, is Marketplace. Let me ask you, have you ever heard of Car Candy, the brand?
Yeah.
I use a lot of their products.
I never used it before.
It's really good.
Yeah?
They have a wheel cleaner that I like. It's called Chocolate Thunder.
Okay.
It's similar to Dark Fury from Superior Products, but they have a version. They have the regular Dark Fury, Chocolate Thunder, and they have one called Chocolate Thunder Plus, which is like a heavier concentration of it, and you can dilute it 1 to 6. It's really good. And I find it to be like a little bit more cost effective than Dark Fury, and I like it a little bit better. Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah.
You get it storefront here, or you got to get it online?
No, I get it from a store locally. They're based out of Florida. I think they're in Lake Worth.
That's a good deal though, to like support Florida products too. Hey, that's why I like doing the series too, you know, meeting detailers. You get different tips. You get put on to different products, just, you know, different products on the market, what's out there, you know what I mean? Car Candy. Shout out to Car Candy.
Another one that's really good, just to show you real quick.
Yeah.
This is a really good APC. Instead of using Green Star by Coach Kemi, I started using this one. It's really good. Okay. And it's pretty cheap. It's like 20 bucks a gallon.
Cost effective and just as efficient pretty much?
Yeah.
That's cool. You're gonna be using that candy one today?
Yeah.
On the wheels?
Yeah.
So Noah was saying his wheel cleaner of choice right now, or what he's using today, is by Car Candy. What is it called now?
Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder, and dilution is?
1 to 6.
Word out. You heard that? 1 to 6.
So they got 2 new front tires, and obviously you could see like where they were touching it. It's like so dirty. So now for the pre-wash, this is gonna be the Car Candy APC that I showed you.
Yeah.
I probably could use the Dark Fury, but it's really hot outside and I don't wanna risk that one drying up too much on the paint.
Right.
So I'm pretty much just gonna do the front area here. There's like some bugs and stuff here.
Lower panels and stuff?
Maybe the top, the lower panels there. Okay, but I don't really ever do like the whole car, because I'll foam it up with my wash soap and then rinse it off that way.
Okay, sounds good. Let's get it. You know, I use a lot of PNS Pearl.
Okay, that one's really good.
Yeah, it's I just find that
I like the way that one smells.
Yeah, I like how it smells. I just find it's good in the sun too, you know?
Yeah, that one, I've never had any trouble with that one drying off.
What do you use typically?
So normally I use Active Foam by Coach Kemi.
Yeah.
That one's really good. When you dilute it and you use it from the foam cannon, by the time it touches the paint, I saw a video where a guy did a test on the pH level. It has a pH of about 8.5 when it touches the paint. So it's just slightly alkaline.
Yeah.
Gives it a little bit more cleaning power than a regular neutral soap.
Yeah.
And it's also really safe in the sun.
Right.
Recently, my shop was out of that one. So this is actually a Car Candy soap. It's called Bubblicious.
Okay.
It's a pH neutral soap. It's really cheap. It's also like $20 per gallon.
Yeah.
It smells really good. It has like a fruity kind of cotton candy smell, kind of.
Yeah.
This one's really good. The dilution is pretty good. I use like about 2 ounces in the foam cannon and it foams up really nice. What I've also been doing with this one, since I haven't had active foam, is I'll do the 2 ounces of Bubblicious and then I'll put like a cap full of the APC and it'll raise the pH just a little bit if the car's like really dirty.
Right. Yeah man, Noah looks like he's wrapping up the exterior on this ride. He hit it with that protector wax. Gotta love it, man. Everybody I'm running into these days are using that protector wax, man. Look at the car beating up. Such an awesome product. This makes washing the car the next time so much easier, makes drying easier, everything.
I
right?
love it.
Yeah, I love it too. This is what it's all about, you know. Just by connecting with Noah today, he put me onto some new chemicals, the car candy stuff. He told me about Discord, he told me about Facebook Marketplace. So, you know, I'm learning along the way, along this journey also. So thank you for having me come out.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, man, we're connecting on Meet the Detailers. Make sure you like, share, subscribe every Wednesday, 4 o'clock. Got some hot content for you. We out.
We out here rolling, good vibes showing. Meet the detailers, yeah, the crew be glowing. Puffing up the shine with the cleanest twist. Rolling up smooth with clean car Chris.